We is
Welcome,
live. Hey
welcome,
y'all.
welcome, welcome.
Hey y'all. Okay.
Hey,
First things first, I'm gonna go on and let y'all know tonight. I am the kid is struggling tonight. Listen, I've been dealing
right.
with a pinched nerve on my right side. So and it flares up every once in a while. Unfortunately, it's just one of the things I deal with the spinal injuries from the car accident. One of the nerves likes to get hung up on my right shoulder blades. So I've been having to navigate through that. I'm still good. I'm all right. I promise y'all, because everybody be like, oh my God, you're all right. No, I'm promise y'all I'm all right. I'm just in pain. But I did not want to not do live tonight because y'all, we've been on a roll. We've been consistent with this passion project. And I have so much gratitude toward Gypsy and Old Man and Benny and Q and Michael for sharing their voices and being in the hot seats with me. And I have so much gratitude for every single one of y'all that rock with us every single week, whether you pop into the comments, whether you I spy it and just scrolling and letting the video play, whether you on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. I have so much gratitude for every single one of y'all. Those of
Right.
y'all that sending questions, those of y'all
Those of
that
y'all
sending
that text
topics.
us on the backside when we
Yes,
live, expecting us to read your answers.
like
Come
shit.
on now.
Shit. So I just want to, y'all don't think my affect and my demeanor means anything other than I'm just not feeling my best. But I
We're
promise y'all,
not.
I'm here for the conversation. I know Gypsy, you said you were a little bit under the weather too, but we
Yeah.
hear y'all old man just left his previous engagements and he's gonna jump in as soon
Mhm.
as he can. I just want to start off with that so we can address it, get it out the
Right.
way. So we're not as hype as we usually are. It's not because we don't want to be here. It's just because the human body goes through some things. And it's
It
okay.
does.
It's okay. But we
It
here. We
does. But
with it.
the other thing is too, y'all, is don't ignore those symptoms, okay? Like
Mm-hmm.
I know we're getting older and it's easy for us to say, oh, it's just probably age or whatever. So let me tell y'all this. So I've been tired a lot lately, right? And yes, Sharice, life be life and welcome, 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 Sharice.
Hey,
Life
Cherie.
be life and yeah, but so I've been tired a lot lately and I finally said something to my doctor. So he had me do a sleep study. So I don't know if y'all have ever done a sleep study, but the ones that they do now at home, you don't have to put those little things in your head anymore. They actually have a watch that you put on, kind of like your smartwatch. And then there's like this thing that I stuck on my finger, and then there was this little heart monitor that I just put on right at my heart, right? And that was it, right? Well, I kept calling last week because I had done this over the weekend, and then I called last week to try to find out my results. You know how I found out my results, y'all? So somebody was calling me from Florida.
Mm.
I don't answer the phone. I don't expect no calls. So anyway, they left a message finally, and they said we trying to find out where to ship your CPAP machine. Also, also I die a little at night, and y'all wasn't gonna tell me.
They was like, you'll find out. You'll get it.
Right.
I have to
So
do a
no,
sleep
but
study every year, so I feel you.
yeah, but like that's the thing though. Seriously though, if you feel like something's just not quite right, go see somebody. You know you and you know your body and you know how you feel. And like in my case, I know that I've never been one that can sleep all night and then wake up and I'm still tired. And that's what was happening to me. I was waking up and I was still tired. I was like exhausted, y'all. Exhausted every day. So don't dismiss it as age. Don't dismiss it as stress. Go find out. See somebody about it.
Absolutely. And that's the P and SIP power, right? Power is about tuning into yourself, listening to yourself, embracing your authenticity, your integrity, your morals, your values. It's all those things, but it's also about taking care of yourself, honoring your wellness, honoring your well being, your personal power. When you thrive, this is what I believe. And I ain't saying y'all got to jump on my bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
But what I believe is when you as the individual thrive, everything else around you begins to respond differently. The people in your life, the experiences, the situations, the circumstances. That doesn't mean that everything's going to be perfect. Life still is a real
Right.
shit show sometimes. But it does mean that you're much more equipped to experience it and handle it and be proactive in how you respond to things instead of being reactive and getting your ass kicked all the time and hitting bottom all
Right.
the time. Right.
Right.
And so embracing your personal power through taking care of your wellness and your well-being is a huge part of that. I have sleep apnea. I was diagnosed 2014. So 10 years ago. I probably have had it well before then, but it's still one of those things that we live in a system where a lot of times doctors don't listen, they don't advocate, they don't dig, they don't push. And this is not a bash toward doctors because I know plenty of really good
Right.
doctors too. But there are a lot of times that they don't listen. So this is why we have to speak up, like you're saying. We have to ask questions. If you're going to the doctor and they're not taking you seriously, baby, I have fired doctors and I have had doctors. I've had a doctor fire me before because I was asking too many damn questions. Because she got mad at me and I said, ma'am, I'm not feeling good. How are you telling me it's all right? Don't worry about coming in. You'll just call it and you don't even know what's wrong. How you gonna call it something? Oh no. So they I called them all kind of, I didn't get disrespectful, but I called them all kind of uneducated, biased, racist, and because I'm like, what the fuck, right? They sent me a nice little letter and was like, you're not welcome in our practice. Bitch, I'm not coming back. I don't care. Like, we
Right.
have to speak up. We have to not be afraid to get fired. We have to not be afraid to be rejected. Rejection comes with life. Deal with that shit. But
Oh wow.
if it means the difference in saving your life or the people that you love's life, speak up, ask questions. And another thing that I always say is don't go to the doctor by yourself if at all possible, or at least have somebody that can ask questions and tell you ahead of time questions to think of, or that you can call on the phone. That's the trick I learned. Let
Mm-hmm.
me tell you how I learned this. Years ago, after the car accident, I was seeing this neurologist, typical white middle-aged man, and he accused me of being a drug addict. And I said, sir, I've never done drugs in my life. Well, your medical report says, I said, well, you need to check it again and take some blood right now. I've never done drugs in my life. So the guy I was dating at the time, my boyfriend, was there with me. And he kept asking questions like, okay, well, let us see the report. What did it say? Did it identify the drugs that she was put? Like, what are you talking about right now? And how does this affect you caring for her? What's your point of action? How are you moving forward to address the muscle spasms, the seizures, all these? Like, the fuck does her doing drugs have anything to do with it if she did?
Mm-hmm.
Help us understand your point of view. So he kept talking in circles, kept talking in circles. Long story short, my next follow-up appointment was like a month later, and I was actively trying to find another doctor. But in the meantime, he was supposed to request my medical records to try to prove to me that I was a drug dealer. Drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
I get back to the appointment. Shocker, he ain't requested no medical records, but guess what happened? We did. So I had the medical records to prove to him that it was not me. What happened, they had put somebody else's test results in my charts at the hospital. Girl, that's a whole
Child.
mess. But my boyfriend wasn't there for that visit, and his tone was very different and more abrasive that visit than it had been before when he was. You understand where I'm going with
Right,
this?
right, 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 right.
And so I learned, number one, ask a whole lot of questions. I don't give a damn what they tell you. You have a right to ask to see
Mm-hmm.
your medical records. You have a right to ask for anything in writing that they're telling you. If they're telling
Mm-hmm.
you they're not going to do something or they are going to do something, you have a right to demand to make sure that they write it in your medical records so that they're held accountable for it. And always make sure that you're taking somebody with you or calling somebody on the phone or taking notes and saying, okay, what did you
Right,
say? Spell that again. Because I got to tell my husband, I got to tell my boyfriend, because they're going to ask me as soon as I leave here. I got to tell my wife, I got to tell my sister, whoever, whatever, to make sure. And I see the comments coming, to make
let's catch
sure.
up with these comments.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on 1 second, to make sure that they know that you're not by yourself. And lastly, let me
Right,
throw this in here. If you, in fact, end up having to be hospitalized for any point of time, make sure that you got people coming to see about you and check on you, because they
right.
treat you differently when they recognize that you got
That
people
you
that's going
are
to
not
see
right.
about
That you
you.
got people.
Right. So let's check up on the comments. Clarice, hold on 1 minute. Let me make sure I scrolled up high enough. Okay, yeah, you said the sleep apnea study. Yep. Yes. So you agreeing with us? You said I have to wear a mouth guard at night because I grind my teeth. Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
I considered one of
Oh, you
those.
know you need to claim that. You need to claim that, especially if you got like PTSD. If you were in the
The
military
military.
during the PACT Act stuff, you need to claim that about grinding your teeth because that actually has been linked to PTSD and stress.
Doing the what now? You said they were in the military doing the what?
During the PACT Act stuff, which was like Gulf War and stuff like that,
Right.
they have the grinding of the teeth and stuff is linked to PTSD. I
Mhm.
just helped somebody write their stuff. So yeah,
I gotta tell a couple of friends about that. Then thank you for
yeah,
sharing that.
it is.
Pop that in the
It's
comments.
linked. Yeah,
Pop that in
okay.
the comments. Yeah,
Yeah,
that way
it
they can.
is stress. Yeah, it is stress related, and you can claim the dental part of it, the grinding of the teeth.
Okay, you said doctors are practice still practicing medicine. That's why they call it exactly. They practicing like crash test dummies. They don't know everything, right? And they're not supposed to. We're all learning together. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to advocate. Yes, Jasmine. Don't be afraid to hold them fucking accountable. Sharice, yes, we have to advocate for our health and well-being. Jasmine, you have to be your own advocate nowadays.
Hmm.
So freaking lootly. Sharice, you said, wow. And I'll tell you another quick story about how my life was, it almost cost me my life because I didn't push hard enough, quick enough. They broke the laws, they broke. Yes. Wait,
Yes.
hold on, I'm trying to catch up. Okay, it's moving faster than I could click. There it goes. Okay, Sharice, you said I was in the military. It is stress. Yes. Gypsy, get on it. Help your girl. You said, wow, I did not know that.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Hey Donna, how you doing? Yo, let me give her a shout out. Okay. So Donna owns the Beauty Brow Bar and correct please correct me if I'm wrong and put that in the comments so we can give you a shout out and put it on the screen, Donna. But she owns the Brow Bar in Atlanta and she does like eyebrow blading, eyebrow shading, um, and a few other things. And she's the one that did your girl's eyebrows.
Oh, nice.
So they're a little extra dark right now because they're still healing. But yeah, she got me right because I ain't had no eyebrows before. They was like
I
non-existent.
ain't have girl. I don't have no eyebrows.
Mine was like that
She can
exactly.
make me some.
Yes, girl, she
Now
made
listen, now Donna, if I come, you can't be making me look like I say. Hmm.
listen. I told her I was like, don't have me out here looking like some of these folks because no. But she's professional. She maps your face, measures it, makes sure everything is equal, shows it to you, gets your feedback, walks you through the whole process, and she is freaking hilarious. I laugh the entire time I'm there with her. So give her a shout out. So
Yeah,
put your
yeah.
information on the screen for us. Put your information in the comments, the name of your business, because I don't
Yes,
want to
put
say
the
the wrong
name in
thing.
there, Donna.
And that way we can give you a shout out on screen. Sharice, you said LOL on the crash test dummies. Girl, listen. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on the rest of the comments in just a minute. Let me tell y'all, this literally almost cost me my life in 2020. And y'all have heard me talk about it a little bit. So in the end of 2019, I really wasn't feeling good. This is where being strong becomes toxic. I'm
Hmm.
used to pushing through. I had a business to run. I had shit to do, right? So I just kept thinking, you know, I'll be all right. Now, this also happens to a lot of people that deal with chronic pain because I've dealt with pain since the accidents in 2005. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate when it's just the normal things that I deal with versus, okay, this is something new creeping in. I need to look at this differently. So anyway, January 2020 came. I still wasn't feeling any better. I got to a point I really wasn't getting out of bed much other than to go check on a property, do a session, do what I had to do real quick, get back into bed. And I was having a lot of back pain, a lot of stomach pain, just really wasn't feeling good, tired, fatigue. Those are all normal things for me dealing with fibromyalgia. So I
Hmm.
kept brushing it off, thinking, it's fine. Well, end of January, I wake up and I'm like, this isn't fine. I don't know what's going on, but something's not right. I go to my primary care doctor, and they basically were like, well, let's do a pregnancy test. You pregnant? No. Pregnancy test came back. No. I told y'all that. They said, well, let's do an ultrasound just to make sure. No baby. I told y'all that. I think they did some basic blood work And then they said, okay, we're going to check the eye and keep an eye on the blood work. But right now we don't see anything. Keep us posted. I go back home. I think they gave me a prescription for pain. I go back home. I lay down. I'm not feeling good. Another week goes past. I called them and I'm like, listen, I'm getting worse. Something is not right. They said, well, we can't do much here. Go to the emergency room. We'll pull the records from there to see what they say so we can figure out what to do next. I go to the emergency room. I walk in. Now, by this point, I'm barely walking. Like I'm shuffling like an old person, holding myself upright because I'm in so much pain, like struggling. They get me to the back. Doctor palpates my stomach. I'm laying on the gurney. I literally need him in the back from the pain response when he was palpating on my stomach. He said, well, the only thing we can do is give you some more pain medicine. I think it's something with your stomach. You fucking think? I need to give you a referral to a specialist. They gave me a referral to a gastrointestinal specialist for my stomach. They gave me another pain prescription, sent me home. And I'm like, something is not right. So I'm on the phone begging the specialist to get me in. They're booked up for like 3-4 months. I'm begging. I don't care who I got to see. If you got a cancellation, put me on a list. Like, please get me in. They worked some miracles, finally said, okay, we can see you next week. I'm holding on to get to next week. The day before that appointment, I woke up that Tuesday morning. It was February 12th, 2020. I remember because it was 2 days before Valentine's Day. I wake up that morning and I knew that I was dying. I
What?
knew that I was dying. I called my friend that was a retired nurse and I started telling her my symptoms like, okay, brainstorm. I need you to pull out your books. I don't give a fuck if you call your doctor friends. Please help me figure out what questions I need to ask based on these symptoms because somebody has to help me. So she's brainstorming, she's making calls, trying to figure it out. I'm getting worse by the minute. I finally call another friend of mine because I couldn't reach my partner. He was at work. I call another friend of mine who's a nurse. I said, I'm dying. I need you to come get me right now. I didn't even trust the ambulance to come get me at this point. She lived 10 minutes away. By the time she got to the house, she was literally trying to beat my door in because I was so weak. I was on my hands and knees trying to call and get to the door to get it open. I was vomiting. Sorry if this is TMI, but I really need for y'all to understand how serious this is to advocate for yourself. Like I'm literally on my hands and knees vomiting. I'm shaking. I can barely talk. I finally get to the door and get it open. She half drags me to her car. We go to a different emergency room on the black side of town this time. They fit me in. They do a CT scan and some other things. And finally the doctor comes in and he's like, looks like death. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Somebody steal your cat? He's like, no, we're trying to figure out how you are alive right now. To shorten this story, they finally figured out that my appendix had ruptured and it looked so bad on the scan, they couldn't even take me into surgery immediately. They had to stabilize me first. They didn't want me down on the table.
Wow.
So they called the surgeon. He was coming back in 5 hours. They said, that's enough.
Oh man, mute yourself.
Oh, I'll mute him. They called the surgeon. This was about midnight. Said, come in at 5. That'll give us time to stabilize her, pump her full of antibiotics and pain medicine to get her stable to go on under the night.
Wow.
They got me on the surgery table. After that, I was in the hospital recovering for almost 3 weeks. Literally half the hospital staff was coming to my room asking my permission to ask me questions because they could not figure out how I was alive. According to the damage that they saw once they got in with the camera, I should have died because it looked like, according to the damage and my symptoms that I told them, I had had a ruptured appendix for about 4 weeks. Most people are septic within 12 hours and
Really septic
possibly
with
dead.
yeah. Yeah.
So they were coming to me, asking me questions, trying to figure out how I had survived with a ruptured appendix because it was
But
ruptured
God.
before I ever went. But God, right? It was ruptured before I ever went to the first doctor. But they didn't do any tests because, see, I'm a Black woman. They don't typically listen to our pain. They don't
Nope.
take us seriously. And to
Nope.
be honest, in all fairness, I had been with my doctor for years and I was with him because I felt like he listened to me and he was compassionate. But I also started realizing he was bowing to the pressure of, you got to be in the patient's room for this, get out, go to the next, get out, go to the next, get out, go to the next, because insurance can only do this, that, and other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even when they may be a good doctor, a lot of them are feeling that pressure. This is
Yep.
why you have to ask questions. This is why you have to advocate for yourself. Thank God I finally listened and I pushed and I said, We going somewhere else. Because had I waited for them, I literally would have died at home. And that's what the doctors told me. Had you not made it in here right now, you would have been dead on the floor by tonight, because I was so full of infection. It was literally shutting everything down. Now I'm not telling you that to scare you, but I do want you to understand, whether you deal with chronic pain and you typically dismiss things, whether
Mm-hmm.
you're the strong person, you know how we do. Let me get on camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether you're the strong person and you I got this, and you keep pushing, whether
Right.
you're trying to hold on to all your responsibilities, whatever it may be, stop and take care of yourself and advocate for yourself. Advocate for the people that you love and demand that they advocate for you as well, right? This is why when I got friends in the hospital, I'm showing up every day, baby. Listen, I don't care how tired I am. If you ain't got
Right.
nobody else, I'm gonna be there and show my face so they know you got people that's gonna see them about you, because they do treat you differently, right?
They
Take
do.
notes, ask questions, and advocate for yourself. I'm gonna go back up here and catch up on these comments.
Because
You want to jump in,
something
Justine?
similar happened to me with my thyroid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a thyroid condition. I had been complaining about it since '96,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't until 2006. And the only reason they saw it is I had pneumonia since July.
Wow.
And in November, I was still very, very weak. And my neck got in the x ray. And they say, "What is that?" And it was a goiter, a 13-ounce goiter on my thyroid. And
Wow.
13 ounces doesn't get there overnight.
No.
And when they took it out, it was wrapped around my windpipe. And right. And the only reason it really scared me is the night before I went to the emergency room yet again was I was choking. I woke up choking and I couldn't breathe. This is how it would compress my windpipe and I couldn't breathe. And I remember slapping myself, looking at myself in the mirror and slapping myself and saying, "God, I don't want to die like this. I don't want my children to see me," right? My phone was ringing. This is how I woke up. I wasn't even awake when I started choking, but I woke up because my phone was ringing. And I looked at the caller ID, but I could not catch my breath. And I just remember I was in the mirror like this. And I mean, I was slapping myself hard before I could actually kind of catch my breath. When I looked at the phone, I called my mother back because that's who it was. And I said, "What's the matter? What's wrong? You called me." And she said, "I didn't call you. You called me." I was dying in my sleep. I didn't call her. And then to fast forward a little more, the doctor that was supposed to do the surgery, I didn't like him. I had a bad feeling about him. So but I needed this thing out. The morning of the surgery, a different doctor shows up and says, "I don't have your permission slip. Where's the form?" And so I had to sign this form. He had this satchel. It was a black guy and he had a different aura about him, and he said he was going to be assisting the doctor, the one I didn't like. And so I signed the form. My mother and my sister were there. I signed the form, and I had the surgery. And when I woke up the next morning, it was probably like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I just remember this because he came into my room and he was checking the scar. And then he put his finger, he had 2 fingers that he did just like this. And he told me to speak, and I did. And he said, "You'll be fine," right? He left. I forgot to ask him a question. I don't even know what I was going to ask him, but I forgot to ask him a question. So I pushed the button for the nurse. And I asked the nurse, "Where did the doctor go that was just in here?" She said, "No doctors have been in here. Nobody's been here today. They don't come this early." And I said, "He was just in here." Well, anyway, long story short, he's not, I don't know who signed my paperwork. I don't know who it was. Only people that seen him was me, my sister, and my mom.
But
So
God,
but God.
whatever you believe in, but God is spirit, creator, source, universe,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yahweh,
It's
whatever you want
Yahweh.
to call him.
There's
But
always somebody, something bigger out there looking out for us,
there's something
and
bigger than us.
they asked me the same question. When I made it through that, everybody said, "How in the world did you survive?" I said, "Energy healing." They said, "What?" Literally, when I was going through that, before I got to that last hospital, I was laying hands in womb healing. I was laying hands on my womb and my body every single day, and like the little bit of energy I had, I'd be like, "Okay," and I would just breathe and meditate and work on some healing, and it kept me alive. So when people ask me, do I believe in what I teach? Hell, yes, because that
And
shit kept me alive. Listen, I
do you
believed in it
remember
before
we
that, but
talked
still
about that?
now.
We
Uh-huh.
talked about that, about people that were broken and how people that are natural healers, broken people are attracted to us. And they're
Yeah.
energy drainers too. And unfortunately, because we're natural healers, a lot of times we entertain broken people than we should. Because
I would agree with that.
when you're a natural healer, you kind of want to see the good and want to heal the wounds in other people when you see them. But you can't heal everybody, and you also can't entertain everybody in your circle, because some people are only there because darkness is attracted to light, and broken people are attracted to healed folks.
Very true. Very true. Hey, oh man.
Hell, man.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How you
Can't
doing?
complain. Can't complain.
Fantastic. Fantastic. With a little dash of amazing.
Amazing. You want to jump in, or you want me to catch up on the comments and give you a chance to catch
Let's
up
go
with
ahead and catch up on the comments. Everybody go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Pound that like button and let your
Woo,
friends know.
woo. Donna, you said good, boo, tuning in. I am here for that. Thank you for catching up with us, girl. Jasmine said, "Oh, that's what's up." I'm assuming you was talking about the brows, because yes. Cherie
Hmm.
said, "Okay, cool, nice brows." Thank you.
So
Listen,
Donna, please make sure you don't forget to put your business name in the chat so that we can find you.
yes, if you're still on here with us, make sure you pop your full business name and your link in the chat. That way we can pop it on the screen and share it with the peoples. Um, Donna said, I'm gonna do just like I did. Wait, I'm gonna do you just like I did. Just did friend. Yes, she gonna get your eyebrows. I couldn't get that out. I'm gonna do you just like I just did friend. Yes, she gonna get them
Yeah,
eyebrows
because
together for
honey,
y'all,
I don't
baby.
have no eyebrows, honey. I need some.
She gonna get y'all right. Sean said, I used to work in the
Hey,
medical
was that
field.
a was that a mistake?
No, shut up. Oh man.
I
You
don't
trying to
know.
come with me?
No, I'm just asking. How you know?
Woo! I'm
I'm,
finna
I'm
close this
catching up.
screen.
I'm catching up. I ain't
No,
hitting that.
no, she actually died and did
She did my
Jay's
eyebrows.
brows, and I want mine done because I don't have any, and so I would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She did my eyebrows and got me right. You know, your girl is
So they
full of
like
shit.
permanent.
Yes.
Hey, I got me. When I used to get my eyebrows edged up and stuff.
Brow.
I sure did, and that wasn't no metrosexual stuff. That was just simply called personal grooming.
Look, because
Until
everybody
one
want to
time,
do.
my barber had went too much. I said, "Damn, dude, you done arched my eyebrows, man. You can't do
See, that's why you got to stay on them,
that."
because they don't be doing right. They don't be doing
They don't
right.
be
Yeah,
doing right.
like come on,
Sean
man.
said,
On.
Sean said, I used to work in the medical field, and if it wasn't for nurses, doctors would be out of business. Man, what the fuck? Because you
Right?
listen, the nurses be on their asses.
They do.
Mhm.
Donna said, wow. Yeah. Cherie said, wow. Cherie said, God had his hands on you every day, all day, baby. Donna
Hmm.
said, just had a similar situation. Advocating for self is so important. Yes,
Yes, absolutely, Donna.
absolutely. Um, Cherie said, "Oh my goodness, thank God you and Gypsy he had his hands on both of y'all all day, every
Yep,
day."
all day.
Donna said, "God is good." Cherie said, "I believe in energy healing." Y'all got me crying. Oh, listen, girl, listen, because healing is everything. I already believed in it before I did
Absolutely.
it because I stand on what I know. but I am a living testimony. Like even more so now, what I believe in, there's more to it because of the depths of what I've experienced, right? So when I don't knock nobody's belief systems, but I don't let nobody knock mine either, because
Right.
I know what has happened in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So old man, catch us up. I know we had some topics in the WhatsApp chat behind the scenes that we can fill in on.
We
Yes.
sure did.
Know
Let's
what
get
I
it
want to
going.
talk about. Y'all know what I want to talk
Okay,
about.
let old man put his out there first, because I feel like
I
once
don't
we
even
get
know
to
what I
yours,
did. Hey,
I feel
let me
like
tell
once
you
we get to
something.
yours, Gypsy, it's gonna be lit. So let's
Baby,
start.
mine gonna be
Well,
lit.
I don't even know. Be honest, I don't even know what it was.
I
I think it
remember.
was something about some guy.
Charge
Uh,
his baby mama to cut his son's hair.
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen. Let me say. First of all, let me say this right here.
Mm.
What?
Me personally, there is no way. I don't think I could charge my child, nothing. But I do know, I understand this now. When it comes sometimes, uh, uh, like I remember growing up, my folks they didn't charge me rent. They told me I had to pay this, pay this, pay that, and I'll get them cash, get them money. And then when I moved on, the first thing they did, they brought me this envelope, and all it was is all the money that I gave them, and they would just want me. That was their method of getting me to actually save or have money for me. And I was just surprised and I was shocked that they gave me that money. And I didn't, but I can understand this guy say, hey, cutting his son hair it takes a certain amount of time, it's gonna cost $30. And if this guy, like a lot of guys, after they get go through child support court and they have literally nothing left, and if that's his job, he'll charge him. Charge, you got to pay somebody. All right, well, pay me.
Lies. Lies. He sound like he bitter. He sound
Mm,
You
bitter.
what?
that's
No,
bitterness.
How you
it
charging
sound
him?
like
That's
sound
like
like
that's like me charging to fix my kid's computer. And that's what I do for a living.
oh, I didn't. Hey, hold on.
Yeah, you froze.
I'm with you, Gypsy. That's what I say. He sound bitty and
That's stupid. He
petty as
sound
hell.
bitter.
Because how you
Yep.
charging me? Like, to me, that's quality time he could be spending with his son. Showing, because it looked like a teenager
Mhm.
too. So that's time he could be spending with him,
Hey,
teaching
can y'all
him how
hear
to do
me?
it for himself. We can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can hear you. You just frozen.
Just
So go on
frozen.
and talk. But we can hear you. So talk.
Okay, well, while we're waiting on him to
But
pick back
while
up.
we waiting, I did not like what he said though. He was because then he came on social media talking about fuck them kids.
See, I was okay when he said fuck the baby mama, because what you feel about her is still disrespectful, but
That's
y'all
her.
grown. But when he said fuck them kids, I'm like, but nigga, your kids gonna see this. Your
Mhm.
kids gonna see this. And you all over social media talking about fuck them. Okay. I like
Okay.
that.
Right there, but
Because like
you
I said,
know,
in my mind, him cutting the hair isn't about she got to go pay somebody else to do it. Dude, that could just legitimately be quality time to just spend it with your son. He looked like a teenager, so you could teach him how to do it for himself. Maybe buy him some clippers. Then now one of y'all ain't got to spend the money, because you will teach him how to,
right.
like, that's a trade that he can grow up and start making money till he figure out what he want to do in life. That there's so many ways that could have been a blessing, instead of y'all just at odds trying to see who got the biggest dick. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think he's trying to get back at the baby mama. And
Absolutely.
that is, and that is
Hey, sir.
unfortunate. Hey, sure. Yeah,
Sean said,
Sean
yeah,
said
he's
he's
an
an
ass
ass.
all day, every
Yeah,
day.
all
But
day, every day. But you know what?
mm,
It's gonna come back to bite him. It's
yeah.
gonna come back to bite him. Then the other one we was talking about was
Hold on
what
one
would
second,
you
Gypsy.
do?
Hold on one second, Gypsy.
Mm.
What y'all drinking? I got some
Oh,
Oreos.
muscle milk.
I
I'm
got
drinking
some
muscle milk.
Oreos.
I'm having a protein shake tonight, y'all.
I
So I
got
can do
some
it like that.
Oreos, and I got my water, because y'all, let me tell you something. I want to drink so bad tonight. I want a drink. And I don't even drink like that. So y'all know the kid is tired when she tell me she want to drink. I just want to drink something fruity and sip and put my feet back, but I can't because I got to be at the airport at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I can't be up in there lit looking sideways and leaning trying to Talk about getting on no plane. What you drinking? Oh, old man is still frozen. What y'all drinking? Tell us in the comments what you drinking, what you snacking on. It ain't got to be alcoholic. If it's alcoholic, tell us the recipe. If it's something else, tell us what you got. And take this opportunity to like the video, share the video, keep commenting because that helps us. And make sure you subscribe. Somebody else tell me, oh, I like when I get that ding because it tells me exactly when y'all go live. I'm like, bet. So keep subscribing, keep doing that so it tells you exactly when we go live and when new videos go up. Gypsy, are you in the IT world? I have questions.
I am, and sure, if you write down Gypsy Blake, I'm actually you could probably, if you are a friend of Jay's on Facebook,
I'll connect y'all.
Yeah.
Donna said you got some rum, baby. I'll connect y'all. Donna said she got some rum, baby. What you got in that rum, Donna?
Right.
I look,
I'm feeling good today.
I was gonna say, you know, we not feeling good when Gypsy ain't got nothing to sip on. Okay, she done messed up.
Right, I ain't got nothing with alcohol in it. No, no alcohol.
She done messed up the algorithm. Anyway,
right.
You was gonna get into your topic.
Oh, Malibu rum and pineapple juice. Ooh, next week. So Jasmine, what you drinking on? Go on and tell us what you drinking on, Jasmine. Oh, hot de vignette. It's cognac. Oh, okay. I want to taste it.
That sounds expensive.
It do. That's why I said I want to taste it.
Look, that sounds expensive.
That sounds real expensive. Oh yeah, she drinking Crown. Crown as usual. Listen, I don't even mess with that one. She could drink me under the table. I don't even mess with her. I don't even mess with her.
I got my big old 64 ounces of water.
But wait, Jay, you know what? And she drinks straight.
Girl.
Right.
Baby.
Oh,
I know you'll put me under the table. I don't listen. I don't want smoke. You got it. I'm gonna go and give you the crown. You got it.
She got it.
I'm leaning after one shot and two. I'm ready to go to sleep. So I know I can't.
Shot. She got glass. You talking about a shot? She got a glass. Right.
Donna said that's something light because I'm a Don Julio tequila drinker. Okay.
Then. I'm a tequila and vodka drinker. She said, "Mama ain't raised no bitch."
Laugh. Oh my God. I'm over here on my shoulder trying to laugh.
Oh shit.
God. But Gypsy, what was you was finna before we got
the other topic idea was the other one is what would you do if your friend's ex started dating someone else you also knew who didn't know your other friend? Well, me, I say I really can't be mad because they didn't meet through me. So I mind my business.
You mind your business?
I mind my business because they didn't meet through me. You see what I'm saying? I think the only way you should have an issue with your ex dating someone in your circle is if they met through you. If they didn't meet through you, then hey.
So let me turn my light on because I just realized
that's on you.
I don't want y'all trying to think I'm being sexy. I ain't trying to be sexy. I'm ready to go sleep. So the reason that I really wanted to talk about that, so that came in as a question from somebody submitting it, but I've also experienced that. And Gypsy, are you frozen? What's going on with everybody's internet tonight? I'm like the golden girl because I ain't got no problems tonight for once, y'all. I'll get back to what I was saying in just a minute. Donna said,
okay, there we go.
Donna said, wish her luck because if I let him go, he belongs in the garden.
That part.
That part. He then said, mind your own damn business. And then Sean said nothing. Let them run their course. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. This happened in real life to me. So when I got this question, I've been sitting on this for a minute trying to figure out what episode to put it in. Because I try to pop the questions where they'll flow, so we're not just all over the place. We can kind of have some kind of theme some of the time. So I've been sitting on this question for a minute when it first came in, but I had this happen years ago and recently. Okay, as much as I talk trash about Tyler Perry and his writing skills, cause it'd be like, I'm finna go.
Same story, different characters.
Wait, it'd be like, I'm finna go. You finna go? Yeah, I'm finna go. Okay. You leaving? Yeah, I'm about to go. Okay. Bye. Bye. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye. And then I'm like, y'all took fucking 2 minutes to say what the fuck. So anyway, much as I talk trash about it, I was binge watching because I was trying to get some work done. So I put myself in ADHD mode to hyper focus, and I put it on in the background right while they had a marathon running, and I ended up watching Sisters. Well, that's part of the plot in the Sisters series.
What?
Right. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay, it's time to go ahead and bring this question out. And I had this happen in real life before. So in real life, I was the friend that knew all the people. I had a girlfriend that dated this guy. They had broke up. I think it had been like 4 or 5 months. He met somebody else randomly, They were just out and about in public and met in like a grocery store, what the fuck ever, and started dating. I knew the girl that he started dating, and we were cool. So she starts telling me about this dude, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to, that hurt. She was like, oh, I can't wait to meet him, that. So we talk about doing a double date, blah, 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 dot. We show up to the restaurant, me and the boo thing at that moment, and I'm like, that dude look familiar standing right there, side profile. And I tell him, I'm like, babe, I think I know him. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, I think that's so and so. And he was like, nah. I was like, yes. We walk up and it was him. So it was kind of awkward because he recognized me and I recognized him. And we were both like, hey, how you doing? Like, but I was like, how long y'all been dating? And there was no overlap. There was nothing funny. They just randomly met. And I just happened to know. So now let me tell y'all the plot in the Tyler Perry series. Same thing happens. One friend and this dude break up. He meets another person randomly that one of her friends knows and starts dating and falls in love with this new chick. Well, the character gets mad that her friends know the girl that he's dating. And they're trying to tell her, listen, he done moved on. He seemed to really love this girl. It's time to let go. Like, he not checking for you like that. And she was mad at them because they weren't trying to push him back to her. They were like, no, let him live his life. Well, that's what happened to me in real life. The girl got mad at us when she found out that we had went on a double date and hung out with them. And it was like, what exactly do you want me to do? We didn't introduce them. We had life put them together and they seem to be rocking it and enjoying it. What you want us to do? Break them up? Like, what the fuck? Who are we, the A team of breakups? Like,
and the thing is you didn't want them until you found out somebody else did. Get the fuck on.
Cause they was broke up, but she was really like had a whole meltdown, ended our friendship and all of that because she felt like we chose.
Was it really a friendship then?
Well, listen, cause you feel me. But yeah, she chose him.
Saying.
So I'm curious what y'all think because I wasn't gonna fight for no friendship that she.
You saw what everybody else said. Everybody said, mind their business, mind your business.
That's what I did. I minded the business that paid me. Okay,
right.
And that's what I'm gonna say to the person that sent that question. Like, I minded the business that paid me.
Right.
Tell
whoever to go sit the. Oh, yep, you right. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, that paid me because it's one thing if he was cheating on her and blah blah blah. Okay, then I would have felt more like, no, I need
right.
But
I would have said something.
Right, it was none of that.
None of that.
So I was like, girl, go on and get your life. He ain't checking for you. You wasn't checking for him, so he wanted somebody else. Go on and get your life.
Right. So now let's get to the good one.
Hold on, Jasmine says, "Stay in your lane." Go ahead, Gypsy. Get to it, girl. I know you've been waiting. You've been waiting.
I've been waiting. Did he go to jail? Did he go to jail? Oh. Okay. So okay, y'all. So I was waiting, and when that came across my screen last night and they said they had picked him up, I was like, oh shit. And then they was going to unseal the indictment this morning. So when they unsealed the indictment, child, racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Whew. And then remand. No, you can't get out of jail. We don't care that you wanted to put up $50 million cash. No.
Oh.
Now, this is something that I was saying. In every industry, they've had high-end brothels of their own. Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, R. Kelly. I mean, there's a whole lot of them. It's just that when we started getting into it, and when I say we, I mean the black folks, because they've been having a casting couch long time. Everybody always knew that when you wanted to be part of the industry, there were some things you were going to have to pay. There were some things you were going to have to pay. They said he had over 1,000 tubes of KY jelly.
What was he doing? Buying it to keep it in stock wholesale? Like, what the fuck?
Hey.
Did she call him
the diddler?
The diddler. Jasmine, you wrong for that one. Sean said he thought he was gangster like his daddy.
Yep.
That said, why you only giving some of the charges? It was more than that, girl. Okay, Juicy, you holding out. I mean, shit. Gypsy, you holding out on us?
No, he's not going to take an L for the whole conglomerate. The thing is that conspiracy, right? That racketeering and that conspiracy was the one thing is that he was the one in charge, but he was also very abusive. And they said he was also he was an equal opportunity hoe. He was men and women. Damn. Men and women. And they said what we saw in that hallway with him beating Cassie up was nothing compared to what he's done. And that he used to actually hold guns on people and tape them and that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what all of those bottles were for. Was for them dudes who like to get busy with. Yep. Because they said he was
Hey Dana.
Yeah.
Okay, but Suzette said you holding out on us. Why you only giving?
No, those are the charges that now he said that there will be more, and that there may be other people charged, but I don't think other people are gonna be charged because they're gonna tell. You know how niggas do.
Paris, hey Paris. They said in the press conference that he got mad and violent when he couldn't have his way. Yeah. And then Jasmine said, I see why it was a shortage on baby oil. Had the whole Johnson pack. That's what I'm like, what was he doing? Ordering it wholesale so he can resell it to the people? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot about the arson. Yeah, okay, so here you go. Creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
Wow. Donna said, I believe it. Going corporate doesn't delete your hood card. Donna,
It
do me
sure
a favor.
doesn't.
I'm not sure if you heard us earlier. I was asking you to pop the name of your business in the chat for us so that we can pop it on the screen and give you a shout out because I don't want to say the wrong name. And then Paris said he had the maid stock the hotel rooms. And
Yep.
Sure said other people are going to catch up. Wait, other people are going to catch charges he connected to Epstein.
Mm-hmm. And then they also said that, hold on, where it is? Oh, and interstate transportation for the purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, and then of course the gun charges as well. And because his guns had all the serial numbers and stuff filed off, they said he's a risk to the public as well as a flight risk, and that's why they asked for remand.
Boop.
Oh, and he called them drug-fueled freak-offs with victims and sex workers.
Oh my God. And you know what I said in the chat, and I'm gonna say it now. I don't care if he go down because he a black man. That's great, as long as they keep taking the white people down with him. That's all. That's all I care about. I don't want him to be free just because he's a black man. If he did what he did, then he needs to pay the price and deal with the consequences of that. You understand? I'm
Right.
more focused on. I want equal opportunity justice. So all them white men and
They
all them white
started.
women, I want them to go down too because they've been out here doing it for years. It wasn't just no fucking Harvey, whatever his name is, and the doctor that the gymnast and the people was talking about. It's a lot more of them, and I am convinced, and ain't nobody gonna convince me otherwise. They've been had proof on a lot of these people. A lot of times they don't press charges or go forward with it because it's not in the political agenda for whatever the reason. So all I'm saying is I'm good with him going down. I just want equal opportunity justice for all the white people and all the Jewish people and all the Asians and the Latinos and whoever. I want equal opportunity justice. I don't want it to
Exactly.
just be us when we get to a certain point and they feel like we getting too big. Okay, now we got to take this person down because they getting too big. That's
No,
what I said.
I really, yeah, people are talking about Oprah as well. They are. And see, that's the thing
Go
is
with it.
a lot of folks are about to go down because a lot of people, this is a different generation.
Girl,
This
yeah.
generation right now, they ain't for the fuckery and they ain't for the nonsense. They like for real. I'm
like, come on with it.
They don't care. This is the most walk off the job. Fuck you and your mama. I'm telling you.
It's like
Listen.
fuck you, your cat, your rat, your dog, and
Listen.
all y'all.
The problem is they don't even have a plan. They just be like, yeah, fuck this job. You be like, wait, but you got bills. Okay, yeah, but fuck this job.
You got a mortgage, sir. Like what?
But you know what? They make it work.
Listen, that brings up a question I saw that I'm gonna ask y'all in just a minute. Hey, Paris Hawkins, I'm a wedding officiant in the DMV. Perfect Promises by Paris. Come on through. So
yes.
y'all in the DMV and surrounding areas, make sure that you get with Paris. Search Perfect Promises by Paris. Do you have a website, Paris? Do you have a Facebook?
She also does Memphis, I think. Don't you do Memphis too, Paris?
Yeah, if you got a website or link or something, you can pop in the comments so we can pop it up here, share it with the peoples. Sean said that's why them Diddy party was off the chain. Listen.
Yeah, that's why Jakes was down there getting swallowed.
Oh, my God. And on that note, thank you for being here with us tonight, Paris. Make sure that you catch us every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And if you got some things going on, talk to us about it so we can do some collabs. Sure says several of the girls were under 16.
Yes.
And that's what they
wait a minute. Now, Sure,
children.
Let me say this. I saw that too. And one of my things that I say is I blame the parents for that because a lot of those parents were tricking their kids out trying to get money and get famous the same way they did with R. Kelly. And that's
no motherfucking way my child gonna be no grown. I don't give a damn what you doing and what music you making. And you say I can't be here, my baby can't be here neither because it ain't that much money in the motherfucking world. Like that's me. I have to understand people, but ain't no. So I'm with you, Gypsy. I hold the parents just as
I hold
accountable.
the parents
Ain't
accountable
that
for
much
that.
target to business, ain't that much I didn't know, ain't that much I didn't know, and I didn't understand, and who, and I
You
thought,
know,
no,
and anybody, let me tell
no,
you something. Even the working actresses, actors, the video hosts, and all of that, we all know about the casting couch. Anybody
yeah,
that works in the industry, I don't give a shit if you a stagehand. We
yeah.
all know that the casting couch is how you move up in the industry. Period.
And let's y'all know I'm always gonna play both sides, to keep a fair context. Let's also put it out there that we understand that not everybody chooses to partake into it. But
Absolutely, and then
but
and
there
that's
are a lot of
why.
people, and a lot of them do get their own level of fame and celebrity, but there
But
are the
not.
people that may get, you know, well, and the reason I say that is because let's look at Taylor Swift, and I don't know shit about her. Couldn't call a song out if I had to, but her dad, if I'm not mistaken, actually bought a record company, and that's why her career has become what it ain't because she can damn sing that well. Because the few songs I
Right.
have heard that somebody pointed out and said it was her, she ain't that great. Her dad knew how to capitalize in order to position her, right? So there are people that have access, whether black, white, or other. There are people that have the right people in their corner. There are people that stay strong to their integrity. So I don't want to paint it and seem like everybody just whole house
No,
and
but
that's not
but
it.
it
But we do
is
know a
a
lot of them
corrupt.
do.
It is a corrupt industry,
Right. A lot
and
of them
there
do.
are there are people who sing a lot better than some of these people that are
Absolutely.
stars, and they don't make it as far because they refuse to be part of the casting couch.
Absolutely, absolutely. Donna said, I put my .com. We did not see it. Can
We
you
did
put it
not
back up
see
here
it.
for us,
Do it
Donna?
again.
And if you need to, you can text it to me and I'll pop it up here for you. Jasmine said him and R. Kelly about to make a jail banger. Hello.
That damn
Oh
Jasmine
my
is off the
God. People, that's why people are talking about Oprah as well. Listen, all of them can go down. He's going down for life if he's convicted. Yep,
Oh yeah.
Suzette. Because they got it on for him. Listen, he ain't getting, don't look like he getting out of this one. Sean said they got a whole sex island where the politicians go.
Yep.
Whoop.
They sure do.
Paris said she was all in those circles with
With
Weinstein.
Weinstein, Epstein, all of them. Yep, Ghislaine Maxwell, all of them.
Diddy had it coming to him for a long time.
Sure
Sure.
did.
Suzette, what you say about Oprah? In my
I'm, so-
Sophia voice.
I'm sorry, but Harpo should have beat her.
Okay, Paris said you can find her on IG. I got to scroll back up because I don't remember what it
All
was.
right,
Paris,
let's
please
go
forgive me.
Instagram. Text
Okay.
it to me, Paris. I'll put it in there for you.
Perfect Promises by Paris. You can be found on IG. Sure said True with Aaliyah. Oop, wait. There we go. True.
Yes.
Aaliyah.
Yep. Yep.
Paris said, sorry, I'm new to the podcast world, still learning the options. And you all good, baby. Thank you for
You're
rocking with
all
us. Thank
good.
you for being here tonight. We appreciate you. Donna said they knew since the video with the 14-year-old R. Kelly. Yeah, listen.
Listen.
Y'all ain't gonna convince me these people ain't been had evidence, ain't been had all the shit they needed, but it is politically motivated on when they decide to press charges on who, what, when, how, where, and why. That's what I believe.
But a lot of times it's because
I'm just sick of them trying to compare her to Beyonce, who Taylor Swift, because she can't sing.
right.
But that's just like J-Lo. J-Lo can't fucking sing. J-Lo can dance, and J-Lo got a fat ass. And that's why people like to look at her. And she played Selena in that movie. And people loved her for that. And I think that cemented her, along with the fact that she dated Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what she did or didn't do to get where she at. I don't know. But
it wasn't her dating Diddy that got her up in there. They don't care about her dating niggas. It was when she was dating Ben Affleck and all of them. They don't care about.
No, Diddy gave her access. It ain't about people caring because she dated niggas. Diddy gave her access to different things as well because he was still powerful and had money then too. And I don't believe that she would get where she was today. Now, did she get further with Ben Affleck and the baseball player and all of that? I do think so. But I still believe her dating him and him having the resources and the access that he did got her where she needed to be to even get that far because she can't fucking sing.
But you know what? She also realized
And she
when
dated Mark Anthony. Now, I like me some Mark Anthony now. He is
yeah,
cute.
but I'm
He's
saying,
sexy.
you know what she realized? She realized when she dated him and he had pulled that gun on that dude, and then
She
they got
left
it
his
on
ass
that
real
shit.
quick. Like she needed to.
She was like, yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and that's what probably made her leave is when
Yeah.
she's like, yeah.
Yeah. But there's no denying her being with him. He still gave her access and resources
Yeah,
to
because
help
at
her
the
get to
time
the
she
next
was
step.
at the time she wasn't even Jenny from the block, because I don't think Jenny from the block
Hell,
came
she
out.
ain't Jenny from the block right now because they don't
Well,
recognize
I'm
her
just
anymore.
saying she try to pretend she Jenny from the block, but I'm saying that's after that. That's when she got access to those producers and stuff, and she has
Yes.
a sound. She has good. Her music is
She's a
good. She
performer.
can't sing. She's a good performer. Right.
Yeah, that's why I said she got a fat ass. She can dance, and she's a performer. But he gave her access and resources. You know what I'm saying?
She had a
And
few
she just,
accesses and resources before that because she was a fly girl and she was Janet Jackson's choreographer.
yeah, but she still didn't. She wasn't popping like that though. She wasn't popping. Like, when nobody talking about her. And hell, she making money, and I can't figure out how because she can't damn sing. And they, yeah, I'm gonna leave
You
that
know
there.
how.
That's for y'all. I don't know who been on the casting couch and who ain't. I don't know.
Right.
Paris said, "I'm just sick of them trying to compare her to Beyonce." You talking about Taylor Swift? Yeah, because they
Taylor
got it.
Swift,
No,
yeah.
no. Sure said it was known that if you go to certain parties, they knew what time to leave. Now I've heard some of the interviews about that. Pedophile Island, Paris. Yes, didn't that come out with the Weinstein investigation or the FBI, whoever it
Yes.
was? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Um,
you know what? And that's why I'm convinced he did not kill himself. He was killed in jail because there were too many people in his little black book, and I think he was about to talk.
very well
Because there
possible.
were a lot of politicians and high-powered people in high places that are still around and still, doing stuff. And I believe, yeah.
Very possible. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very possible. Sure said the Lotus train. What's the Lotus train? Look, y'all schooling me on something. What's the, okay? Do I need to ask this question? Nope. Moving on. We're gonna let that go. Paris said I dropped it. Okay, yes, the IG. Um, hey, Donna. Hey, Paris with that 100. We see you. Suzette said, fuck you, Shanice. Mister would have been cut down to size.
That's her girl. She's like, don't talk about her Oprah. Don't talk about her Oprah. You not getting the car. You not getting the car. You not getting the car.
Oh my goodness. Jasmine said, J-Lo ain't shit. Oh my God. Paris, she dumped his ass when it was hot. Listen, and
She
I
sure
wouldn't
did.
ask you because I ain't going
Sure
down for your
did.
ass, stupid. Listen, I'm convinced more women need to leave these no good ass dudes alone. I don't care how much money, fame, celebrity, or good dick, or whatever y'all got. Leave their asses because them wanting you to suffer to prove your loyalty. They ain't gonna suffer with you to prove theirs. What the fuck? No,
Right.
especially if you're not married. Say what
Mhm.
now? Me no speak of their English. No, I don't
Right.
give a damn what language you speaking. I don't
Yep.
speak it. No.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Once it got hot and it looked like she might go to jail, she was like, "Yeah, nah, I can't do that." She
Suzette
said,
just
"The
said
more
more
waste the
ways
boy."
than one. What were you talking about? What were you talking about?
She
Sean
talking
said
about
J-Lo
she jumped his ass when it got hot.
Sean said J-Lo ass ain't even that fat.
Well,
Y'all is on her neck.
I think
Listen,
I think she had one of the original
EBLs.
BBLs.
I don't know.
Cause she didn't have one when she was a fly girl.
She didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
No,
mean, stranger
she didn't
things have
have one when
happened.
she was a fly girl.
She dated Ben after Diddy. Yes,
Yeah, she was
again.
trying to clean her image up.
And they still can't make that shit work because they finna get divorced again.
They were
Um,
never married the first time. And see, he left her alone because he found out she was trash the first time. And I guess he thought that if you clean up trash, you become treasure.
oh my God. She held ass. She hauled ass when Diddy got charges.
So
Listen,
did. So
unapologetically
did.
she did. Cause what?
She did.
She's a climber. Yes. Now that I do believe, because I look at the people that she's dated, and I don't follow it too deep, but I just look at she's always getting engaged and marrying somebody. How many times has it been? Like 4 times? Like at that point, that's a you
Look,
problem.
but hey, wait a minute. Oh Lord, I
Wait
don't
a
know about
minute, hold
this
on.
next one.
Let me catch up to the comments. Paris says she's a climber. Jasmine says J-Lo has been married 5 times. She ain't show what that mouth do. You know what? Y'all, I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. I will not. I will not.
I
I
know.
couldn't.
I know. When I saw that, I was just like, oh damn.
Your boy said, "Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Hey, Sam.
Sam.
How you doing? How you doing?" Shout out to your boy. Said he is my trainer, and I know, like, he probably looking at me sideways because this shoulder done had me down, y'all. I half-assed in my last workout, and then I couldn't even work out this past week because it was hurting so bad. But I promise y'all, I'm gonna do better because I got to get these guns back. I'm gonna do better. But shout out to him too because he
What
has a
is it about
podcast.
the shoulder after 40? Because this right shoulder is killing me.
Girl, I'm telling you.
Listen, it kills me so bad, y'all. Look, I got a lot of pain patches. They done felt so sorry for me. They said, you got pain patches.
I got them.
They hurt. It hurts.
I got them.
When
But
they say enjoy body while you're young, that means your body parts.
but catch his podcast on YouTube. I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but your boy said, if that's wrong, pop it in the comments so we can put it on the screen for it. Said, Sean said 5 damn times she for the streets.
So it is.
Y'all is not letting up on her. I was just trying to use her as an example. Y'all done body slammed her and like clotheslined her. Like y'all ain't let her get up. I'm with you, Sean said, sure. He was or is an alcoholic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got his own problems. But if it's been 4 or 5 times, that's a you problem, not a them problem. They might not have been shit. They might not have been right. They might have had their own issues, whatever was going on with each one of them. But if you done chose 5 different people to marry and ain't none work out, that's a you thing too.
Right, because you the only common denominator.
Right. Paris said what Sean said.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, Ben claimed he left J-Lo because she was a trigger to his sobriety.
Yep,
He need to sit his immature, insecure ass down because he knew that before he married her. Like, and ain't that the same thing he said about leaving Jennifer Gardner? Like at some point, and I like her acting, like I like her stuff. But at some point, if everybody's triggering your sobriety, you might need to think about going back to rehab. You might
you
need to
better
think about
figure out what your trauma is. What your trauma is, because somebody is triggering, but if they triggering, it's something else underlying. They must remind you of something.
Exactly. Yeah, because she triggered his sobriety. Suzette said, Sean, J-Lo been for the streets, married or not. Y'all is on her neck. It's my left shoulder all the time, Donna. Girl, these shoulders don't play. This little nerve is caught up on my collar, not my collarbone, my shoulder blade, and it's there. Harris said, this has been funny, ladies. Got around. I'm glad you enjoyed. Make sure that you come back.
Make sure you come back, like and subscribe.
Tuesday. We are live every Tuesday at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we be talking shit, talking things. And, you know, every once in a while we drink a little something. I had me some Oreos tonight, so I'm, you know.
But I'm going to tell you something. You know,
don't worry about this night. I got it under control.
Maybe Said can chime in about this, because what I found is my shoulders are hurting a lot, but it's because I don't have upper body strength anymore.
That means you got to work out, boo.
No, I mean I do, but see, like when I did my I did the mud run, and when I did the mud run, part of the mud run it was an obstacle course, and part of it was the monkey bars. Now I used to be real good at the monkey bars, but my upper body strength is just not there. I cannot.
You got to work out. You got to do strength training.
Okay, so you can do monkey bars.
I can't right now. But I used to do push-ups. I used to do the monkey bars. I used to do the planks and the bridges with my own body weight and with weight. girl, I used like I don't work out nearly like I used to, but before all the injuries, I was a beast in the gym. At my best, I used to bench press like 250 and I could leg press 400.
Yeah, I can leg press 400,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Now,
my legs have always. Girl, we know you fell on them. You know what? Go to hell, Jasmine.
wait a minute. Jasmine said they tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no,
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 no.
no.
Uh, Suzette said, "Why y'all said, oh man, running?" I don't know
We
why
did
his phone froze. I think he's all right, but he was just in a bad area, so he couldn't get back on. Um, Jasmine said, "Girl, we know you fell on the stairs."
I can't stand her. I can't stand
Oh
her.
my god! Let me look up because I want to see. Donna, do me a favor because I still can't see your comment with your business. Text me your business name. Okay, Rodney said he good. Yeah, he just went through a bad area. Text me your business name so I can put it up here on the screen. Said if you're still with us, pop yours in the comments so we can pop it up on the screen.
Right.
But yeah, so let's talk about that for a minute. Before we segue, let's talk about wellness and fitness. Like, yeah, when I was in my
Yes.
20s, I used to do karate, and I was like, I used to work out twice a day. I used to actually be a fitness trainer. So I used to work out twice a day, plus working out all day with my clients, hiking, all the things. In my 30s, after I had to stop that after the car accident, um, and it took me 8 years, just disclosure, it took me 8 years to physically rehab my body. But I was able to do what I knew. I created my own rehab program with a couple of friends of mine.
Wait,
Um,
I have a question.
yeah,
Was your fibromyalgia triggered after or before the car accident?
it was triggered by the car accident.
Wow.
Yeah, before the car, and they said the reason that I was able to walk away was because I was a trainer and I was a massage therapist at the time, and so I was active and I was I was in such great shape. So what actually happened was after the car accident, I was out for a couple of days. I was sore. Started going to the chiropractor. Got treatment, felt better. A few months later, started feeling kind of bad, trying to figure out what it was. About 9 months later, I was struggling to get out of the bed. About 10 months later, I was having between 8 and 10 months later, I was having migraines and headaches all the time, uncontrollable muscle spasms. Like I would just be sitting still and my arms would jump or my legs would jump, like my body just had no control. And so we were trying to figure out what was going on. I was actually in class one day and I was in conversation. I was talking to one of the other students and he kept asking me this question. And in my head, I was like, why the fuck he keep asking me this? I already said whatever. But he kept asking me and calling my name. And I was like, dude, I just answered you. And he kept calling my name. And then the next thing I remembered was they were picking me up off the floor. So my brain had just shut down and my body had collapsed. And that's why I could hear him. But in my mind, I thought I was responding, but I wasn't. So long story short, it ended up causing some severe damage to my spine. They diagnosed me with post-traumatic cervical spasmodic dystonia, which is a long way of saying uncontrollable muscle spasms in my chest. I ended up having to get a roommate, and he would sleep in my room in a recliner by my bed because I would stop breathing. My muscles would clench so tightly, and they would compress my lungs and my rib cage, and everything would just get so tight that I couldn't take a deep breath. So he would, y'all have seen them movies where they jump on the gun and they be like, breathe and bang on your chest.
Mhm.
He had to do that to me several times.
Wow.
So I worked with him because he was a massage therapist. I had other friends that were massage therapists. He was a former Army medic. I was a trainer, a couple of other trainers, and we all designed my rehab program because the doctors were just throwing medicine at me. And eventually, the specialist told me his greatest fear. I think I was 28. His greatest fear for me was that one day they would snap my neck because what was happening was my neck was um my head was getting stuck like this. I can't turn it too
Mm,
far because it hurts, but my head was kind of getting stuck like this because the spasms were so tight they were pulling my head and
mm,
locking it in position. So he was afraid that they would become so forceful at one point they would snap my neck from the force of a spasm. So we rehabbed me, got me, back functioning, went back to work. And in my 30s, I got into the boxing gym. And I love that. Like I love the physicality as a way to get out my rage. process a lot of energy. But the neurologist eventually stopped me from doing that because they were scared I couldn't deal with any more head injuries.
Oh.
So basically, I ended up dealing with what they call the adult version of shaken baby syndrome. I can never remember the medical term for it, but because I hit my head in 2 different car accidents, it slightly scrambled the brains, and he was afraid that another blow would cause irreparable damage to my head.
Oh, wow.
So I stopped that, and I just hike, and I stopped working out in the gym for a long time, but now I'm working with said and we're gonna get back into the gym and get back into strength training. And I said all that to say anyway, at the end of the day, it's gonna look different based on what you've been through. Like, yes, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia a few years after the car accidents. Um,
That's
I deal with,
autoimmune, right? It's considered autoimmune, right?
I think now they're leaning towards that.
Because I'm just finding that a lot of people after certain traumas and stuff, um, traumas seem to trigger autoimmune
Yeah.
diseases.
Yeah, and with fibromyalgia, it can be triggered, they say, by a physical or an emotional trauma. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah, and then I deal with MVP, my mitral valve prolapse because of the sleep apnea. So there are a lot of things I deal with that were exacerbated by the damage from the car accidents. But the reason that you can see this now, and I'm able to be me, is because I was in such good shape. Y'all, listen.
I
First
can't
off,
look at, I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her.
of all, I'm trying to tell y'all my testimony to help you bitches. No,
Wait a minute. I wonder how many crowns she had, because she teared our ass up tonight.
listen, she is lighting us up. But listen, the reason I am standing here right now is because I was in such good shape then, right?
Right.
And my
Right.
health and my well-being allowed me, even though I went through all of that, to still be able to bounce back because my body
Right.
had the memory and the experience. So I'm always going to advocate get in the gym. If the gym is not for you, figure it out. Work out at
Figure it
home.
out.
Get
Go
on YouTube.
outside.
Get you a trainer. Go to
Yeah.
the Y. Get in the swimming pool. Get you an elliptical. Get you a bike. Go hiking. Like, get active. If you got stairs, up and down your stairs. I got stairs in the house. I'm up and down the stairs all day, every day, even when I don't get outside to go walk, or even when I don't work out. Like, get active, because I promise you, it could be the thing that will save your life, right?
I know after I
Um,
got my knee replacement, I started doing like hiking a lot, and so
mhm.
I liked going around the different parks and stuff in
Get
Georgia.
active.
I did Amiclola Falls and stuff. So
Get active, y'all. Get
yeah,
active. Suzette said, Shanice, we all used to be good at some things. We got to work them muscles. Listen, you want motherfucking making these, you better start doing them squats and them
right.
lunges and them plies and working them gluteal muscles, okay? You
I
better
got
get
a
to
new
it,
knee
lady.
too. Yeah, I'll be doing that mega knees.
Suzette said, oh no, that's already read that one.
No,
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 no. Oh
okay.
yeah, she said we
Listen,
gotta work, work, work like
you better
Rihanna.
listen, you better twerk it, baby. Cause sex is a good
Hey.
speaking of, that's one of the things we try to highlight when we remember on the show, the benefits of sex and orgasm. And listen, one of the benefits of sex
Yes,
is not only that you burn calories, but it is a good workout, baby. And it works a whole lot of muscles when you're
yes.
trying them different positions. So if
Hmm.
you weren't motivated before, go find you a book, go watch some videos, go listen to somebody being nasty, read them little fantasy books, do something and
Right,
get you in your boo things and try some new positions, okay? Tell
that
us all
part.
about it. Tell us all about it.
Because
Jasmine said,
orgasms
damn,
are good for mental, emotional, and physical health.
yes. Damn, Jasmine said, damn, we all fucked up out here. Handicapped and proud. Listen, handicapped and proud, baby. I ain't got no apologies in me, okay? She said, I've only had 11, I promise.
No, she said one. One
Oh,
lies.
one.
One, but
One. I'm like,
one big
damn.
look, she must have had one big glass. One
I'm
big
like, if you done
glass.
drank
That had
11,
to be.
you still talking, girl. You the fucking champ.
No,
But she only had one.
yeah, one bottle.
Oh. Jasmine said, new knees. Listen, new knees. Hey, new knees. Okay. 'Cause we all trying to get them making knees. You heard me? You
Right.
feel me? Um, Sharice said YouTube and Fit Time. Come on, free app. That's what
Oh
I'm saying.
yes, free
Listen,
apps, free
we ain't
apps.
got no excuses. If you can't work with a trainer, if you ain't got access to the local
There's a
park,
lot of free stuff.
YouTube. Get
Right.
yourself right on that mat. You ain't gotta have no yoga mat. Get your towel. Do whatever you gotta do
You can lift
and
cans.
make it work. Yes, cans, water bottles. You feel me? Pick up
Mhm.
that dog. Pick up that baby. Work it
Right.
out. Don't
Don't
forget the
forget the Kegels.
Kegels.
What you know about?
Hey.
Listen. What you know about Kegels, Sean?
Now, here's my PSA with the Kegels. Okay, because I know, ladies, I know that we all have this bullshit narrative that we've heard that, if a woman's muscles are loose, that's because she been out there fucking and sucking everything that walk and doing
Right.
all kind of, and
That's true.
that's so much bullshit.
That's so
Listen,
bullshit.
and so with the Kegels, let me get his PSA. Don't do them solely for the purpose of being so tight that you end up causing yourself harm. Because sometimes you can end up making the muscles too tight and it becomes painful, right? You can strain the muscles and it becomes painful. So make sure that you are doing your research. Make sure that you're checking with your doctor.
If you do it
Depending.
right, though, you can cause yourself to have an orgasm.
Yes, you can. And y'all know, if y'all ain't heard me talk about
I'm
them on
just
here, but
saying.
I love a good yoni egg. So if y'all got questions, ask me about the yoni eggs and we'll talk about that. And I'm a fan of Kegels. I'm a fan of vaginal health, right? I'm a fan
Mhm.
of well-being. But make sure that you're doing them responsibly. You shouldn't be doing like 200 Kegels a day, every day, all day, and so tight that you can't pee, right? Because then you're
Right.
causing yourself harm. So have the conversation with your doctor. Check in on your pelvic floor health. If you need to get a referral to go to physical therapy, let them check you out. It's a little invasive, but it's worth it to check on your body and make sure that you're getting what you need. If you're
And get
coughing,
your checkups.
get your checkups. If you're coughing, if you're sneezing, if you're laughing and you're tinkling a little bit, you don't have to deal with that. That's not a natural occurrence in your 40s and 50s just because you're getting older. And you can reverse that with vaginal health and strengthening those pelvic floor muscles. Okay. Part of that is also making sure that you're moving those hips. Part of that is also strengthening those abdominal muscles, working
Yep.
on those gluteals, those thighs, those back muscles. It's not just doing the
You
Kegels
got to get
for
your
maximum
core.
power. Your core muscles, exactly. Silver sneakers and proud, Suzette. That's what the fuck I'm
Yep.
talking about. I'm here for that. Jasmine said that's neither here nor there.
When I said she had one bottom.
She said it don't matter. Jasmine is really on one drink.
Yeah, one drink out the bottle.
Sure said, can I pet your dog? Wait a minute. Who dog you trying to
Who
pet?
dog you want pet? Because you know she got 3 new ones. Well, 2 new ones.
I'm like, is you talking about my dog or somebody else's dog? Is the question I got. Who dog
I
you trying to
know,
pet?
right?
Sean said, I know the female body. Listen, I love an educated man. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why we had this conversation
Hell.
too.
You know what? I'm done with her. It's
That's
time to
why
go.
Jasmine, get it together.
Yeah,
That's why we
yeah.
have these conversations, son, because more men and women need to be educated on the male and female bodies and knowing how they work and how they feel and creating pleasure, also for health and well-being. You feel me? So I celebrate that. Sure said, no, Suzette said, sure, what do you say? Sure, what do you
I
that's
know,
what I
right?
was
We
just
all
trying to
wonder about the dog thing.
who dog you trying to pet, girl?
Right.
Sharice said moderation is key. Absolutely, moderation is key. And it's not just Kegels. It's not everybody gets so focused on getting the pussy tight. So it's not just the Kegels. It's making sure that you have core strength and stability,
Right.
right? Stabilizing those muscles so they can stabilize your hips. If you're weak in the knees, that's because your muscles are weak, and you got to stabilize those muscles to stabilize those kneecaps as well, right? So make sure that you're being active. This is a perfect opportunity as it gets cold. Round up a couple of friends and start getting out there and walking before it gets too cold. The weather's changing. It's not that hot. It's going to be nice outside. Get to it, y'all. Get to it. Jasmine said they got physical therapy for the pussy. They sure do, baby. They sure do. They got pelvic floor physical therapy, y'all. If you ain't know, now you know. Y'all better get to it. Okay? You better
Said,
get to
this good there. That's what. Oh yeah.
Sean said, true, all of that. And then Sure said, after that, that is what the old women say when they
That
said,
is
I'm going to see a man
sure is.
about a
I
dog.
remember now. Boy, see how mad about a dog. Oh yeah. I remember now. My mama and my aunt used to say that. Go see a man about a dog because that they didn't want to talk about. So they didn't talk about saying that they were having sex. So they would say, "I'm going to see a man about a dog."
I ain't never heard that.
Yes, I remember my mama and my aunt used to say that and laugh about it. I'm going to see a man about a dog.
Y'all
Yes.
done learned anything, honey. Y'all done
Do
learned
they play
anything.
with it
I ain't
too?
never
Ask
heard
me for a friend. You know what, Jasmine? Go to the
it.
corner.
Do they play with it too? Girl, listen, it sounds like you need to take you a trip to the neighborhood store. You know what I'm saying? And get you some
Yeah.
new toys.
Wait a minute. Here goes.
Get you some new
Girl, you
toys. That's
got it.
what that sound like.
Listen. Now we have
I
to tell
said,
them
what?
about the physical therapy for the Hello Kitty.
Yes, I did not know that they have physical therapy for the Hello Kitty. Yes, they do. They got pelvic. Yes. Okay, write this down, guys.
Write this down, everybody. I'll put it
Guys,
in the chat. Go ahead.
yes, they got pelvic floor physical therapy. Pelvic floor physical therapy. So, if ladies, if you are feeling like you are feeling some vaginal weakness, even if it still feels kind of tight, this is another way to know that you need to ask this question of your doctor and possibly check into this. Even if when you're having intercourse with your toy, your bob, your whatever, or your man friend, or you strap on whatever you got going on, even if it feels tight, but there's also a sensation that it almost feels like it's too loose, that's a key indicator that you want to go talk to your doctor about your pelvic floor, because those muscles may be struggling and some of them may be wanting to loosen while the other muscles are wanting to tighten. And that's what can cause that weird sensation. And you can't figure out, is it tight? Is it loose? What's going on? If you're having painful intercourse, so when it hurts for them to enter in and it feels like they're pushing up on something and it's just uncomfortable and your muscles won't relax, that's another key indicator that you may need to go get pelvic floor physical therapy, because again, those muscles may be too tight and they've got to work with you to help you learn how to relax the body and allow those muscles to calm down. Also, ladies, if you've had heavier sized babies, if you have had some type of abdominal surgery, men and women, if you are feeling like, okay, I'm starting to pee a little bit and tinkle when I laugh or when I gas up or when I whatever's going on and it's leaking out and I didn't mean for it to, that's another opportunity to check into your pelvic floor muscles. Men, if you're feeling like you know what is getting hard, but it's struggling to stay hard, that's the opportunity for you to go look at some physical therapy too, because they are also exercises that they can give you to help make sure that you keep your muscles strong to help maintain an erection. Sometimes it has to do with circulation. Sometimes it may be a heart issue. Sometimes there may be other issues. Sometimes there may be nerve, issues going on. There are different things. But again, um,
Oh
ladies and
wow.
gentlemen, if you're feeling like you're noticing some changes and it's not quite right and you're not sure what's going on, don't just chalk it up to getting older. Your equipment can
Right.
still work well into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Don't just chalk it up to getting older. Don't just deal with it. Don't just be unhappy and miserable. Go get checked and talk to your doctor and ask honest questions and get honest feedback and ask them, is it possible for you to get a referral to go to physical therapy? Physical therapy can never hurt. I go to physical therapy every year. I've been going to physical therapy every year for almost 10 years because of the injuries. I always go every year to get checked, let them assess my gait, check how I'm walking, make sure that I'm holding my body correctly, how are my muscles stabilizing, all of those questions, because all of those things are affected as you age. And especially if you have injuries, you want to stay
Right.
on top of that. So don't just chalk it up to being old. You're not old. Go get checked. Suzette
Make
said,
sure
I heard
you
that, sir.
make sure you Google when you Google, because I tried to put a actual page in the chat, but it's not allowing it. But Google pelvic floor exercises, and there's a lot of free sites for
Yeah.
pelvic floor exercises.
Now, Sure said, these older women have me rolling. Sean said, preach. And then Sure said, I love these sessions. They teach you something. See, that's what it's all about. That's why we telling y'all to come sit with us. Listen, grab something yummy to drink, something juicy to snack on, even if it's in person, and come on into the conversation, ask questions, share your thoughts with us, because these are real things that we need to be able to talk about, and support each other and having these conversations to demystify it, destigmatize it, so that we can live healthy, productive lives, thriving in our health and our wellness and our well-being, but also making sure that we can enjoy our sex life. Sex is a big part of life for a lot of people, and so if you're going to participate in it, you need to be able to enjoy it. You get checked or checked. You getting listen. So I advocate for physical therapy. Again, I go every year because they're going to do a thorough assessment. They're going to, depending on where you're going for what you're going for, they're going to check your gait, which means how you're walking, how you're standing. They're going to check your balance. They're going to look and see how your muscles are relating to each other, where you may have weakness and where you may need to strengthen, where muscles may be too tight or where muscles may be too loose, so that you can find that balance, whether it's the pelvic floor or whatever, right? So I go to physical therapy every year to let them reassess me, because I know the injuries that I have can cause a lot of pain as I get older. And listen, we ain't here for that. We ain't going without a fight, right? So we gonna keep this shit together and be sexy and age gracefully.
I
But
see
even
she's still being messy.
you still being messy. But even if you don't have any major injuries, make sure that you still ask these questions, because a lot of people chalk these things up to as, well, he can't get it up. He just get, oh, it's the sugars. No, it might not be. Or, well, I just peeled myself. Now I just need to get some Depends. No, baby. You don't always need Depends. Sometimes you just need to work on those muscles. And do like Gypsy said, look it up. But again, and I cannot stress this enough, go to your doctor and ask questions. Don't have
Ask
your ass on
questions.
that floor trying to do some of this shit and you fuck something up and now you in so much pain you can't get off the floor. Okay.
Right.
So make sure you go to your doctor, ask questions, and go let a professional help you. Even if you don't do but one session, go
Right.
let them assess you and check you out, and they can give you some recommendations and walk you through it so that you know how to do it at home the correct
Wait a
way,
minute.
guys.
Did you
What?
know they had Kegel exercises for men?
That's what I just fucking said.
The fuck?
Girl, I literally go, you walked away. That's what I told them. Like, men also need to check into this, because that's a lot of times what affects the erectile dysfunction. So they can show you the
Um,
different exercises to help strengthen those muscles so that you can keep your erection and keep it hard. It's
What
there.
she say? The older we get, the more likely we are to injure ourselves. I pulled
Hold
the
on one
muscle in
second.
my back. Oh, okay.
Jasmine said, "My bad, y'all. I'm gonna behave now, girl. I'm with the shit. I'm with the shit. Keep bringing
We
it. I'm with
are.
fuck. Listen, forget Gypsy. Stay your ass over there, Gypsy. I'm with the shit, Jasmine. Keep bringing it." And then Sher said, "The older we get, the more likely we will injure ourselves. I pulled a muscle in my back. I thought I was going to fall apart. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. This arm pain. Listen,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
cool
I
now because I
see
got
her
some
show.
pain medicine in my system. But this shit had me on my knees for a minute." Sean said, "Yeah, don't be on the episode of Sex. Send me to the yeah. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all,
I
don't
seen
have
that
your ass over there on
show.
that floor crying, calling somebody trying to get your naked ass up off the floor. Go to the doctor. Ask for a referral to a physical therapist to work on your pelvic floor muscles or your lower back or your abdominal strength or your core muscles, and let them assess you and give you the appropriate exercises, because they're going to customize it based on what you're dealing with and what they see in your walk, your stance, your balance, your strength, all that kind of stuff. They're going to customize it for you. But yes, going to physical therapy, doing your Kegels can help you with your man erection, can help you with your wetness, right? Okay.
Right.
Y'all feeling me? Okay.
Yeah.
Jasmine said, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck that bullshit. Listen, I'm with the shit. Come on with it, boo. You in the right place, Jasmine. And then Sean sure said, Sean. Listen, y'all
Sean is, yeah,
hey,
Sean,
Sean said
between Sean and Jasmine, they with the shit tonight.
they with the shits tonight. I see the link. I'm gonna see if I can share it, Gypsy.
Okay. Yeah, because I did see that that was a really good one. Yeah.
Okay, I just popped the link in here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see it. And then just feel free to pop into the comments in the actual YouTube chat so that you can
Mhm.
click on the link. Oh, housekeeping tips. So when you all are live with us, If you're on the YouTube right now, you can see these comments right up under the video. For
Right.
whatever the reason, StreamYard and YouTube, when they do their little talking in cyberspace, when we're done streaming, those comments are going to disappear for a little bit, but they will always show up
Come
within
back.
24 hours. They'll come back. If you're on your computer, they're going to be on the right hand side of your screen. If you're on your phone, they'll pop back up underneath the video. So don't panic. I had somebody ask me that last week, and I was like, I don't know. So I had to email and ask, but that's what it is. They will always come back.
And one other housekeeping tip, please click all the way out. If you come to us through Facebook, click all the way out, come all the way out to YouTube and click on us right in YouTube, because for whatever reason, when you're in Facebook, especially if you comment, it will not show up under the YouTube. So we appreciate you. Please always like, share, subscribe. We are live every Tuesday. We start out now. Don't let whatever topic you see like scare you, because that's just our starter topic.
We always
go in different directions because both of us got ADHD. So
some episodes we don't even get to the topics we listed.
Right.
We be way on the left side talking shit about something else. So listen, always click in, and click the link in the information on the video. Send us your questions, send us your topic ideas, because we really do use them. Also, if you want to get on the hot seat with us one day and be on camera, hey, we got you. Shoot us that information in that same form. Send it over to us, and we'll bring you on camera so you can talk a little shit with us. If you got astrology questions, send them to us, because I do have an astrologer now that's willing to answer your questions, and we'll be doing some recordings and putting them on the channel as well. Mm-hmm. But before we close out, is there anything else that you want to get at people today, Gypsy?
I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate you all for showing up. We really, really do appreciate you. Thank you, Jasmine, for coming through. Jasmine, Jasmine is my niece, y'all. That's my girl. That's my girl. I love her. It's a trip. I mean, my whole family is crazy anyway. So yeah, but Jasmine is my niece. I thank her for showing up, because I always ask her every week, you gonna come through? You gonna come through? You gonna come through? So yeah. But Sean's one of my longest and oldest and dearest friends. Appreciate him for coming through. Sharice. Me and Sharice have a story. So I'm Shanice, she's Sharice. And we worked together for a long time. And every time they would turn around and be like, Sharice, go ask Sharice. No, she does that. Go ask Shanice. No, she does that. Yeah. So, yeah. So it was like, that was always the funniest thing. So I appreciate my family, my friends, all these people supporting us, Dana, all y'all coming through.
What up, though?
Consistently, Suzette. Y'all, we do appreciate you. And Paris, I thank Paris for coming through. Donna, we thank you for coming through. If you could send it in the private chat, that would be great. If you could send your because now I see what happened. If she put her www in there, it actually blocks it. And yeah, it says the comment failed to post. So
I'm gonna pull it up, Gypsy. I'm gonna pull it up, and then you type it for me, please. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
And that way we can put it on there and give her a shout out, because she's excellent. She's right there in the McDonough area and the ATL.
Oh yeah, ATL
shouted. She did a great job. She's professional. So
y'all, let me see something. I'm gonna close y'all out with
You got a poem for us, girl?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna close y'all out with a poem. Let me see.
Okay. Oh, before you do that, here it is. I found it. And that way I don't have to be trying to forget. Okay, type this for me.
All right.
Glam star. I was all wrong. Glam star, hair and brow bar.
Wait a minute. Glam star what?
Glam Star Hair
Uh-huh.
and Brow
Brow
Bar. Mm-hmm.
and brow what?
Bar.
Okay.
Glam Star Hair and Brow Bar. And she does microblading, micro shading, and different eyebrows and a couple of other things. But like I said, she hooked your girl up. She's professional. She's on it. So we always try to support other businesses, especially when y'all come in the comments and y'all hyping us up and supporting us. We want to make sure that we giving y'all some shout outs. Um, Gypsy, we're always, we always getting requests for you to share your poem. So she gonna bless the people and come through with a poem.
Before we go, here we go.
Oh,
I
that
don't
just made me think Frankie Beverly passed when you said before we go,
know.
before I let go.
I
Y'all, that's so
know.
sad.
I
But look,
know. Yeah,
mm,
that's so sad. Okay, so I don't condone cheating, you know. I'm gonna let you know that from the door. But when I got caught in my little tryst, well, I was like, I'm gonna be a woman about this. I knew I was caught when I looked at the caller ID and I saw that name flashing back at me. I picked up the phone with a fake, "What's up?" And I heard the reply, "I think we should talk." So I pulled on a hat and some shades and made my way through the DeKalb maze. I've been sitting in this car, peering inside, getting my thoughts together, trying to rationalize. See, we've been together for over 8 years, been through some pain and some tears. So I rehearse again what I want to say because I need to show it wasn't my fault anyway. I mean, you weren't there when I needed you. I called and couldn't get through. And once it was busy, then you put me on hold, so you know I was hot. Next, you told me that some chick needed to take my spot. I mean, you've seen me when I looked my worst. I mean, napped up and looking like I've been cursed. Seeing me through weight changes, both up and down. And now I'm supposed to just wait around for you to decide what you're going to do? Nope. So I creeped a time or two. At least I didn't do it on this side of town. On the West End is where it went down. I called from the parking lot and asked, how much? And then I went in and let them touch all the stuff you had groomed for years. But the one thing I didn't do was let them use shears. So you saw me coming from Cat Salon, and I knew when you glared at me from the truck, it was on. So I went back again to be defiant. But I'm telling you, I didn't use good judgment. I mean, I messed around and fell asleep in the chair, and now just looked at my fucked up hair. So I'm here to say I'm sorry and I won't creep again. Never again to cats on the West End. Never again if you would just fix my hair. Because I know you're good at doing repairs. So I've rehearsed my speech and I'm going in the door to get back my stylist that I adore. See, I took it for granted that anyone could make it tight. Took for granted that everyone could do it right. Well, I got her back, and all I can say is come hell or high water on any given day, my standing appointment is still Saturday at 8.
listen, we don't play
We don't play
about the hair,
about
okay?
the hell.
We
That's the
don't
thing,
play.
though. When you find a good stylist, you know,
Man, it
sometimes
be like Hunger Games.
they make you mad, and you say, "Well, fuck it, I'll go get me somebody else."
It be
And
like, let me tell you something. I tell my nail tech person, she had her shop is like they stay crunk, like packed. So I have to schedule out, right, to make sure I can get in around my schedule. And I literally felt horrible yesterday. I'm talking about arm hurting, doped up on pain medicine. And I was like, I'm not rescheduling my appointment. And she was like, you don't feel good. I was like, no. I said, but no, this shit is like Hunger Games. Ain't nobody
Right.
get my spot. Fuck
Right.
them people, okay? Find a
Right.
good nail person or a good hair person.
Right.
Listen,
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
I'm
That's
the,
the
I'm,
thing.
I'm the same. Well, that's why I drive to Atlanta to let Donna do my eyebrows. Because once I
Mhm.
found her and I looked up her reviews and she had good feedback and she teaches it and she got, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bet. I drive. That's why don't nobody but Benny cut my hair. He out of town. I wait. Cause I
Mhm.
just should I alert you let the wrong
You
people
let
play.
the wrong person, you gonna be fucked up until you back.
Look, it'd be like the Hunger Games. You find a good person, you finna kill everybody that try to take your spot. Stop.
Right. Right. And I was just like, yep. So
Um,
the
let me see
last
the
few
funny comment.
ones,
Wait, wait, I gotta go
glam.
back up here.
Okay, so
So
I had said Glam Star Hair and Brow Bar. I didn't put the .com on there because it will
no,
not show up.
no, that and they could just search her on like they could just search her online. I don't that's not the actual website, but that's just the business name. So yeah, you good. Yo,
Yeah,
boo Jasmine said, what up, though? What up,
I know,
Jasmine?
right?
These twins is cause you know that's my real name is Jasmine, but they call me
It
Jasmine.
is.
Yes, Sharice
Yeah.
said, hey Jasmine. Jasmine said, what your name is?
She's I
She
can't
trying to
stand
see
her.
that. Who name you trying to find out, girl? I'm gonna help you out. Who name you trying to find out? Sharice said yes they did, Shanice.
Yeah,
Wait a
when I
minute.
was talking about how they would
Convince
mix us up, coming to my desk for her and her desk for me.
now I've had that happen where we had the same name Jasmine, but it was spelled differently.
Oh wow.
And it would get us confused with the things that we did. And yeah, that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Hello, Jasmine.
Well, you know,
That was
it's all the black people in the office. They think we all the same.
Jasmine sure saying, hey, boo.
Hello,
Um,
James.
oh wait, I missed her comment. Jasmine said, "Y'all, thank you for having me, girl, because you was lit. That's what. Listen,
You
that's
was
what
good. We need you
I'm.
back.
I'm gonna be looking for you next Tuesday, baby." James said, "What up, y'all?" Okay, and then again for the brows and all the
It's
things,
our
it's
hair,
Glam Star
hair
Hair
and
and
brow
Brow Bar. And James said Tito Jackson. I heard that. So
bar.
right now we're talking about what is it? Tito Jackson passed, Frankie Beverly
Yeah.
passed,
Mhm.
James Earl Jones passed.
And
I saw somebody said
Quan.
Carl. Who?
Uh, what's his name? Something Quan. I just know him as Quan because he lived
Oh,
around
the
the corner from
some
us.
rapper dude. Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard about
but
him. I
he
don't know
lived
him
around the
like
corner
that.
from us. He grew up with my kids.
I don't know
So
him, but I heard about that.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
crazy. And
yeah.
that actually sparked part of the
Rich
conversation
homie
we had.
Quan or Rich homie Quan, yeah. But I just know him as Quan. But yeah, him.
That actually sparked part of the conversation we was having before about like side chicks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because of what was happening. I don't know his music or anything, but I heard people talking about it. But yeah, and then somebody said Carl Weathers passed. I didn't get a chance to look it up yet, but man, Carl Weathers was the dude. Like, what the fuck, man? I love me some Carl Weathers. He was that dude. He was like,
Oh, he died
um,
earlier this year. He sure did. He died in February.
man, he was like their generation's version of we got Michael J. White.
Hmm.
He was his generation's version of the martial art. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kicking ass in his movies. Action Jackson was the
Hmm.
movie I always loved though. Action Jackson. If y'all ain't never watched it,
Yes,
watch it.
he was so fun.
Shandruda said, "Hey Shan, the family reunion won't be the same.
Apollo.
Frankie gone, y'all. Man, listen. When
Yeah,
I tell you the times that have been had, listening to Frankie Beverly and Maze. I
yeah,
didn't know he founded that group in 1970. That is wild. Hey
yeah.
Sean, thanks for the hand claps. You better take that applause, Gypsy, because you was doing the
I
damn thing, boo."
appreciate it.
Cherie said too cute. Yep, mine is indicator, and I live in Fairburn. Listen, when I
Mhm.
lived before I moved here, before I left Atlanta, I used to actually live out in Stockbridge, so I'm used to making that drive like way out there anyway.
Mhm.
It ain't nothing but a thing to jump in the car and go get what I need. Because you travel for good work and people that you can
Yes.
trust. You supposed to be out here on some bullshit, and I ain't got time to be fighting you because you fucked up my face or my hair. Okay? Because no, we ain't playing them games. Shauna said, "Fellas, don't let fellas don't let your
Right.
farmer catch you cheating." Like what?
Yes.
Okay, because stop it. No,
Yes.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Cheryl
Absolutely.
said the dancer. Oh, the ballerina dancer. Yes. I do not remember her name. Now I gotta look
What
her up.
dancer? Wait, a ballerina dancer?
Black ballerina dancer. Uh,
Hey. Oh, Michaela Mabenti the
Prince.
Prince. She
Uh-huh.
performed with Beyonce. She died at 29. 29?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Sharice said Rich Homie Quan is his name. Who is
Yeah.
Michelle? Who is Michelle?
That's her. But
Oh, okay.
it's
Michaela is the
pronounced,
prince.
yeah, it's Michaela though. It's pronounced Michaela. It's
And then
Mica. Wow. Her and her mother died within 24 hours of each
I
other.
saw somebody posting about that her mom died. Yeah, because they were saying they wondered, was it a broken heart or what happened? That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Apollo Creed is going, man. Listen, and
Yeah.
Rocky Four is one of my all time like fucking favorite movies ever. And I don't care what y'all say about Sylvester Stallone. Rocky Four is one of my all time favorite movies when he whooped Drago's ass. Because Drago killed Apollo. Okay, and then Sean said the good ones always go so young. You know what? I'm convinced. I really am that they just get to a point. They be like, "Fuck this bullshit. I'm out." Like I don't want to deal with the crazy ghetto Earth no more. AI says not. AI says not. No, huh? I don't get it.
Did not know that. Oh, she didn't know that. She just used AI. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Y'all, okay,
She
so we
used
gonna tell
AI. What
we gonna no, she said she used AI to find out the girl's name. Listen,
is that? Girl, I'm
yeah,
confused.
she used
Okay,
AI. So listen, y'all.
what?
This is what I'm gonna close out on. They coming for all them damn pedophiles and sexual molesters, etc. Let me tell you what just happened today. A
What?
California teacher is expected to lose his job after two former students came forward and accused him of sexual abuse. The Lexington Junior High band director, 61, is accused of sexually abusing two students in the 80s and having children with them.
Jesus.
The teacher would have been 23 or 24 at the time, and they were 16. Uh, and she gave birth to his child when she was 17.
Whew. Wow. That's crazy as hell. Well, I'm glad they finally got his ass.
So that's the thing is like I said, the thing is that people are coming out of the woodwork now because back then it was just we didn't talk about things like that. Again, like Cher said, we joke about it now, and like Cher said, going to see a man about a dog. That's what I'm saying. That's what
I
they
heard that
said. Like,
before.
yeah, that's what the old people used to say, girl. That's what the old people used to say.
Oh
Never,
my
they never
god.
really would talk about it, and so of course, then that means that we didn't talk about it either. And if people were, talking, if people were touched or whatever, they didn't tell.
Yeah.
And so now
Well,
that
we
it's
come from
becoming
the
accept
generations of
right,
we come from the generations of uncle whoever molesting or auntie whoever molesting and abusing, but we gonna hush, we gonna keep it all in the family. We don't tell people our business. So now you got an abused child sitting at the dinner table every night with their abuser. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. And we wonder
right.
why we have so many fucked up ass adults.
And you know what? So that's why
Child, where is y'all getting this
yeah, the
shit?
man says going to see a woman about a cow. Yeah. Mhm. Because
Where?
that was just the way that they would talk about it. But now that it's more acceptable, right? People are talking about these things that happen to them. And while people are saying, well, why are they waiting so long? They're waiting so long because now it's socially acceptable to tell.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their journey. I'm glad that more of it is coming out. And so with that, to bring us to an end, this is where I advocate for your mental health, guys. If you are
Yeah.
struggling with anything that you experienced in your own childhood or that you witnessed other people experienced, if you are just having a hard time coping with life. And even if you feel like, you know what, I'm actually doing pretty good, still, this is an opportunity to go
Right.
check out therapy. You don't need therapy only when you're going through challenges. That's not the best time to go look for therapy when you're in active trauma. The best time is right now if you're feeling okay, so that you can ask questions, you can advocate, you can really tune in and see the chemistry that you have. That's the thing. You need to be looking at the chemistry that you have with your therapist, because you need to make sure that you feel good with them, you feel safe with them, and you can talk to them and divulge things in a vulnerable manner so that they can truly help you. Because it don't make no sense to pay them for them to sit there and look at you, and you to sit there and look at them, like the R. Kelly video. He was looking at me and I was looking at him, and we having a staring contest, right? So I'm advocating for you all, and I don't know, Gypsy agrees. Go to your doctor, ask
Yeah.
questions, get referrals to the specialists that you need to check on your health and your well-being. Go to the doctor, get referrals to get a therapist. And if that doesn't make sense, if you don't have insurance or you don't want to go through your insurance because you don't want your job to find out or whoever to find out that may be on your insurance, there's plenty of services out there now, and practices out there now, including us here in the Birmingham area. I'll give us a shout out. I Am Healing One is a private wellness practice, and we now have therapists to offer mental health support as well. And we accept insurance and cash paying clients as well. So go get help. None of us are meant to do it alone. Okay, none of us are meant to do it alone. You understand what I'm saying? Gypsy said 56 continues to troll. 56 continues to troll Diddy following federal indictment. I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube. Lord Jesus. I bet you somebody gonna make a song about that. Here I am keeping good company with Drew Barrymore TV, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. He wrote alongside his photo with the actress. Lord, I bet you somebody gonna make a song about 1,000 bottles of lube. With that, we love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I see you all watching. So even if you weren't in the comments, we appreciate you even staying
Yeah.
with us this long. Because y'all, this was a long ass episode. We've been
It
live an
sure
hour and 56
was.
minutes. So thank you for
Thank
chiming in.
you.
Thank you for your thoughts, your feedback, your questions, your support. Thank you for liking and sharing. If you haven't, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and go back and catch up on some of the replays from the past episodes as well. And put in the
Absolutely.
comments and tell us what you think. We love you all. And we will see you next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.